Thanks, Stephen. It's about that situation we told you about in the Northwest Province. So despite a strong police presence earlier, the situation remains tense at troubled Boitumelong near Bloemhof in the Northwest. Protesting residents have forced the closure of schools and businesses, affecting matric exams. Our reporter Lucas Mutibedi is there. He joins us now. Lucas, a very good evening to you. What is the situation now as we speak?
Good evening to you, Tsapi. So in fact, the last buses have just left Bloemhof. It has been a very hectic day, given that some of these buses were in fact supposed to leave Boitumelong township just around 9 o'clock this morning. Some of these 275 learners have been stranded the entire day as enraged residents that are protesting on the other side of the town were refusing entry for these buses. In fact, there are an array of issues that are happening here. Some of these parents that have brought their children at the police station because some of these buses could not even enter or penetrate the location as more interior roads have been barricaded with stones and burning tires, including the busy N12 highway that links both Christiana and Klerksdorp town. I'll quickly try to speak to some of these elated parents who were in fact brought their children here in the local police station. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. Your child, finally, he will have a chance to sit for the first paper tomorrow, Met.
Because I was so worried for the Habana to simulate the Golo, by the examinations, then I was buy. Yes, I understand there are issues within our community. But why? What is the problem? The examinations, especially in the final examination. Some of the kids I was so worried for it. They've got already been accepted, go to school, admitted, go to Golo, go to tertiary education. So what is it's going to shatter down the children's ambitions of going out and learn so that they can be a better person for this community.
Very worried she was, but you can see very much elated that finally this bunch of children have left for a safer exam centers where they've been taken by the Department of Education, where they'll sit for the English paper one tomorrow. One of the parents also brought their children here. Meme,
Ke itumetse thata sejwana se sejo ngwana ke sejo wa tlhakanelo ke itumetse mo go mashwe to the community, to the leaders, to everyone, Department of Education tse leng gore they have taken this initiative gore e bereke at the end of the day bana ba gona ba tsamaye. I just want to applaud the community of Boitumelong. I thank them very, very, very much.
Quite thankful parents. They are expressing gratitude for the efforts that were taken by some of the community leaders who were in fact allowing some of these children to leave the volatile Bloemhof area. I will be joined by the police spokesperson in the province, who have confirmed that at least a number of people have been arrested, given some of the incidents that happened yesterday where trucks were pelted with stones and even the busy highway was closed. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lucas, and thank you to the viewers at home.
The pandemonium that we saw breaking out earlier on, how many people have been arrested so far?
We can confirm that we have arrested 8 suspects, that is 4 females and 4 males aged between 19 and 41. They will be facing charges of public violence as well as a contravention of the Road Traffic Act.
A very big quagmire here, given that some of these buses could not enter Boitumelong township. What was the role of police in relation to ensuring that some of these learners are able to leave the area?
Our role was to ensure that we escort those buses into Boitumelong location. Unfortunately, due to barricades that were all over the place, we could not go there. However, the driver themselves, they were of the view that they cannot go to location. Hence, it was decided that they must come to the police station. And as you saw, parents managed to bring their children, and already we have escorted quite a number of buses out of Bloemhof.
At the center of this grievances, quickly in Tatamokhabone, we understand that these residents are calling for the release of 23 people that were arrested earlier. How serious the charges that they are facing now? How serious are they, given that they were all denied bail?
Those charges are serious, Lucas. You'll remember that they are facing charges of murder, kidnapping, assault with intent to do grievous civility, armed public violence, and malicious damage to property, among others. So we have processed them accordingly as the police. They are now before the court. Even yesterday, there was a court case whereby the accused actually was remanded in custody until tomorrow. So, but they are facing serious charges. We cannot guarantee that they'll be given bail, but this is something that is before the court that I cannot talk about. I think NPA will be more in a better position to talk about this thing, but they are facing serious charges.
When you go to Boitumelong Township, a very hostile relation between you and the residents. In fact, they are saying you've been arresting people that have been cleaning the town. What is your role in the fight against gangsterism that you and I know that is very rife in the area?
We did what we could, Lucas, previously in terms of making sure that we fight against the gangsterism in this area. We arrested suspects, but the people who are claiming to be actually fighting gangsterism in this area, they are actually committing crimes themselves, and that cannot be justified because people cannot kill, assault people and kidnap in the name of fighting crime.
Well, that is the spokesperson of the police here in the Northwest Province, giving us some of the details of what really is happening here. And the situation is remained tense given that some of these roads have been barricaded. I see that there's some reinforcement. There are a number of police officials that I will ask the camera person to pan out to you that big police nyalas, in fact, are leaving for the location to go to try to quell the raging flames. We'll keep you abreast as the situation continues to unfold here.
Thank you very much for that. Lucas, our reporter in Bloemhof in the Northwest Province, Lucas Mutibet. Let's take a quick break. Don't go away.